that we just have got it in our minds that when we have to do something hard, when it requires sweat and grit and maybe a long time, that means it's not worth it. And it's so worth it. And I think when we think about our children, it is so worth it for us to put in the time, to put in the effort, to be intentional, to think strategically about how we want to raise our children, to pray for them and share scripture with them. Like, it is worth it. Hey moms, welcome back to the Gather Moms podcast. I'm Kate.
And I'm Rebecca.
And we are kicking off our new season, which we're so excited about, where we are going to be talking to each other and then to other moms about the things that have saved us. So the things in motherhood that have saved us. Well, and for us, we just want it to be said, it's a given that it's Jesus.
Yes.
Can we just say that it's like, seek first the kingdom of God and everything else will be added? So it's just implied this season that it's Jesus first. You better have him in place if you're going to be able to do this motherhood thing well. And then in addition to, once you get that locked in, here are the things that have saved us and the women that we're going to be talking to in their motherhood journeys. But we talk a little bit with each of our guests about like the wilderness of motherhood, the thing that saved you. And it just keeps making me think about the show Survivor.
I love Survivor.
Okay, you guys were like a big, or are you still?
Still, yes. We love it.
You're still a Survivor family.
Yes.
Have you watched every season?
No, I don't think we've watched every season, but we watched for a long, long time. I think our kids got busy in there at some point, and then we've kind of started back again in the past couple years.
Okay, interesting. All right. So we were not a Survivor family, but it's hard to find things that like you can watch with the family. And so I knew so many like sweet Christian families that watch Survivor. So I was like,
It's not a sweet Christian show.
This is going to be great. I've never watched it. Okay, Rebecca, when I tell you, we sit the family down, we go season 1, episode 1.
You wanted to go all the way back to season 1?
We just thought we would start at the beginning and run it. No one prepared us for Richard.
Richard's a whole thing. Like, he set the tone for the show.
Like, did not know that this man was going to just go full on nudist.
Yes.
Halfway through.
I think there's
a
show now where they are all nude. Alone and naked, naked and alone.
No.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's like Survivor, but you don't wear clothes.
Guys, surely the cavemen weren't even doing that. Like, you have to cover your privates. There's things that can get in.
Yeah. Things that can
okay,
get
wait.
in.
This is a total sidetrack, but can I
I'm
tell you something? I just saw a reel from a dermatologist.
Yeah.
And she was saying, okay, so like I served at church camp this summer. I don't know if you saw this because you were with younger kids, but the only dress code issue is that like butt cheeks are out. Like,
oh, yes.
Butt cheeks are fully out. These shorts, it's like you have the bottom of the short and then you've got like a little cheek, like a little,
which has to be a wedgie, right?
I don't understand it. That has to I don't get it.
Feels very uncomfortable.
I feel like it would not feel good. But listen to what this dermatologist said. She said that because of this trend where we've got butt cheeks out, all of these young girls are coming in with warts and molluscum on their butt cheeks.
From sitting on things?
From sitting on things. Y'all, things are gross. You have to cover that skin.
Can you even imagine?
Right? How terrible.
If you get that, then you have to cover
to cover up. It's
so
like,
maybe that's the goal.
It's God being like, ma'am,
Lord, would you please put warts on all these sweet little bottoms so that they have to cover up? New prayer, Mom. New prayer unlocked. That's what we do, especially moms of boys. You just pray that all the little girls around your son have warts, and then everything's covered. I'm in.
Okay, so after Naked Richard, I researched and I was like
the mess season.
What are the cleanest?
Okay, what'd they say? Tell
seasons
me.
of Survivor. I'm not gonna be able to remember the numbers, but I think one of them was like 15.
Okay.
So we watched that one and we got into it and it was much cleaner.
Yeah.
But when I tell you in that season was when some girl she got a little like crazy, threw all the rice in the fire.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Well, sometimes, which I think is totally normal, that you would go mental on one of these islands.
Yeah.
You know they're not choosing the most sane people in America to be on this show. They're probably like, okay, this one's got some fire in them. Let's go.
I know, but they kept her around, and I'm like, okay, I'm
Your
processing
little
this.
organizational boss mind is like, you people need a leadership meeting today. Let me tell you.
Ma'am, get right or get left. You just put my rice in the fire? What do you mean? And they kept her.
You gone. Send her.
Now, she did, okay, those people are better than me because she did redeem herself somewhat. I think she got to be like a better person, but was maybe not stable enough to be like.
That's such a good message.
I know, it really is.
Can
It is a
change your
good message.
ways.
Okay, the other thing I noticed about Survivor is down the line, then they just start always having rice.
Yes. So, like later shows, they just give them the rice. They had to earn it in the beginning.
This is the whole
And
problem.
water. I feel like they had to do stuff to get their water
Yeah,
too.
this is the whole problem with our complete society. Like, you have to know if you're going on Survivor, the whole thing was that you got to the end and the people looked like they were about to die. Like, you could see their bones.
It's called emaciated.
Through their skin. Like, that means you did it, baby. Like, you held on. Everybody else, they've got rice and water. What else do you need?
I mean, pretty much that's what the Bradfords have at our house. We eat rice with every meal, which I feel like means we could probably be on Survivor. So
I'm saying to you, like, y'all, they make it too easy. It's like, this isn't even hard anymore. Now you're just trying to survive.
and now they have like the resort island that you go to if you win a challenge.
Oh.
Where you get like Chili's or Applebee's, whatever company wants to sponsor that episode.
Okay.
It's gotten pretty bougie.
Okay.
Yeah, Survivor's gone bougie.
Okay, but that's what they do is, they'll like things will be really bleak and then all of a sudden you'll hear a helicopter, and they're like, "Oh, what is this? A helicopter? What?" And then a big crate is hanging from the bottom of the helicopter. And sometimes they drop them on the beach, sometimes they drop them in the water and they have to go out and get them. Okay. So one of the things that we have been asking the moms that are on with us this season is, what is in your helicopter drop? That's right. Like, what is it that you're like, if that thing is in there, it is going to help me survive. So I'm curious for you, what would be in your helicopter? I'm going to give you some choices.
Oh, okay. I was like, if you're just giving me a free for all, let's go. I got some options.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. In your helicopter, do you want tacos or cheese balls?
Tacos. Because they have lettuce, tomato, which is a vegetable, which has probably got fiber in it, which is probably going to help me poop. Because those people are not going to the bathroom normally.
They're not going to the bathroom.
They're not.
They only go when they get like an amoeba, and they're like, they have some dysentery or something.
And listen, when you get older as an adult, you realize how important that is to your regular rhythm.
Wow. I haven't had to deal with that yet, thankfully. Okay. I think it's all the coffee keeps me.
Oh, probably so.
Yeah, keeps me going well.
Tacos. I'll take a taco.
Welcome to the episode, Mom. Okay. All right. Now, what is that powder you put in your
Spark? This is what I was gonna say. Straight out of the box. I just need a Spark. Thank you very much.
Okay, yes. But if your choices are Spark or iced vanilla latte,
Spark.
You're rolling Spark over an iced coffee?
Spark, yes. Iced coffee is not giving me the energy I need to perform the survival tasks. Spark, I could function really well for an hour. Yeah.
I feel like you're one of the only people that still drink Spark.
No,
I think the company would go out of business without the Bradfords.
No, it's still a thriving company. I don't know who all these people are, but I mean,
no, it's one man in a garage. He's putting powder in some packets for
no, he's not. Listen, over Amazon Prime days, they put flavors on sale on Amazon. And so we tried a couple new flavors. We're fruit punch people at our house. And we said, no, we're going back to fruit punch.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. That's the one thing that everybody in our family agrees on.
Can we agree? Wasn't Spark part of some MLM or something at some point?
I think it was. I don't think it is anymore.
Okay. You think they're a whole thing now?
They sell on shelves now.
That stuff is so expensive. My kids are a little bougie about their electrolytes, and we accidentally bought Liquid IV.
It's amazing. Lemon lime, my favorite.
So expensive, though.
Have you ever bought salt? The salt?
No.
That's good too.
Okay.
I love Rehydrate too. I love all those powders.
Okay.
I love I got a new powder this summer. Javy, Javvy.
Okay.
It's a refresher.
Were you influenced? Is this an influence?
100%.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a refresher like the pink drink at Starbucks with protein. and then you can add toasted coconut cream on top with more protein.
Wow.
I love my Javi days.
What? Okay.
Spark and Javi.
Oh my gosh. And coffee?
I mean, coffee, yes, but if I have to go a day without coffee because I have these other things, I'm perfectly happy.
Okay. Okay.
Not you. You couldn't do that.
I just like the aesthetic of the coffee and the warmth and the cream and I feel like when I picture it in my mind, like having to just do like a bottle of water with some powder in it and it just feels so sad compared to like my iced coffee.
You know, some of us out here are just living sad lives. But we are focused in our sad lives.
Well, that's good because I actually could use some
when
of
I go
that.
to the doctor and they say, "What vitamins are you taking?" I say Spark.
Are there vitamins in
Yes, all kinds.
it? Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure. It is part of my wellness.
But do you know, like, it's this many milligrams of vitamin C?
It's on the thing. It's BDCAF.
Okay, well, I'm actually pretty impressed by that.
No, it's more than just caffeine.
Okay.
It's a whole. I'm telling you, it's a whole wellness routine.
Maybe FE for iron?
Oh yeah,
She
maybe.
said A, B, C, D,
I did.
E, F.
FG. Listen,
Okay.
my dealer is listening to this episode right now, and they're so mad at me because I'm not accurately representing all the vitamins in it. But don't worry, girlfriend, it's fine.
Okay, so you do have a dealer, but you can also get it from Amazon?
Yes.
But does your dealer know that you cheat on them and get it on Amazon?
No. Well, now she does. But I'm telling you, I did it one time through Amazon Prime, and I'll never do it again.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Back to faithful. Okay, here's your next helicopter drop option. Would you rather a good book or a podcast?
Podcast. Well, then I'd have to have AirPods. Can I have AirPods?
Well, okay. We're just going to say, sure.
Because I can't see anymore. And I'm pretty sure my glasses have already been broken on this wilderness island.
Oh.
I'm just assuming that it was traumatic at some point.
Okay.
So it's better if I don't have to read things.
Okay. What kind of podcasts are you listening to besides Gather Moms, obviously?
Obviously. I love the Bible Project.
Oh, good.
I constantly listen to the Bible Project. Yeah. It's my fave. Yes. Okay. There's another one called The World and Everything in It. And it gives like a slice of news with a Christian perspective. I really like that.
Okay. Nice. These are very heady options.
You.
I love that. Okay. Would you rather the helicopter drop you a comfy bed? Because, you know, they're always putting together those like bamboo beds with the like leaves and stuff.
Terrible.
Or noise canceling headphones.
Comfy bed. Okay. I can sleep through anything.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
All right. Mascara or lip gloss?
I think my lips are going to be chapped. So I'm going to go with lip gloss.
I know. I really would prefer to have mascara, but I think I'd have to have lip gloss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you've seen those people with chapped lips. Bless them.
Ooh, they're all cracked and nasty.
Terrible.
Those lips are never coming back. All right. The ability to call or text?
The introvert in me is really enjoying my alone time. So I'm going to say text.
What alone time? On the island?
Yeah.
Ma'am, you have misread this entire situation.
You start off with Survivor. I thought I was on the Survivor Island.
This is the wilderness of motherhood, though. You were dropped down there with all of your people. Yes.
That's going to change a lot.
Now, do you want the noise canceling headphones?
No, because I still want to know if something's coming through the forest to get me. So I'd like to hear that. Okay, fine. My kids can be there too.
Okay, so you think the ability to text?
Yeah, I still like texting.
Calling just feels like a lot. And you can't refer back. I need a reference point.
Yeah.
And like, what did we talk about?
Text.
Yes.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, definitely text.
Okay. When someone calls me, I have certain friends that are call friends. And it's because they're probably like out in their car or whatever, so they're calling me. And I used to think like, oh my, that means it's an emergency. If you're calling me on the phone, it's an emergency. You know, if you're FaceTiming me, you probably want to show me something.
Yeah.
If you're calling me on the phone, there's an emergency. I answer the phone. I'm like, hey, everything okay? She's like, yeah. I just wanted to see what you were doing. What do you mean? Send me a text.
Don't call her.
Send me a text. Send me an audio message if you want to chat it up. Now, if there's a crisis, call me. But there should be tiers of communication.
I'll remember that.
You don't call me. I only call you if I can't get you. If I've texted you 3 times.
Can you not get me?
Get out of here.
Do not tell my family that this is an actual true thing about me because I deny it all the time. I answer.
You are a mentirosa.
Liar. You got to listen to the last episode for that one, moms. Go back.
I will text you once. Didn't hear back. Text 2 hours later. Did you get this? Text 2 hours later. Did you get this? Yes, and sometimes I just wait because I'm like, it's gonna be fine. I'll hear from her the next day.
I'm gonna get back to you, Judy. If you're listening, she doesn't know what she's talking about. I always answer.
Other people have told you this.
My mom. Yep. When I answer the phone and she's like, "Well, I never thought you'd answer on the first ring."
My mom does that too. My mom will be like, "Is Kate calling me?" I'm like, "Get out of here."
They make us feel so guilty. I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
My mom and I finally set up a Sunday call time. So we just have like a Sunday check-in.
So you just know you're going to chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which has been good.
That's good.
Because then that way, because I'm like, I don't need to call. And she go, wow, I can't believe you're calling me. Get out of here.
Okay, well, that must be a mom thing then. We're going to do that to our kids one day. We are.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's the thing. The show Survivor, is a lot like Motherhood. Let's just be honest. Because really what we're talking about here is you have these people that you have been, dropped somewhere with, and they have to get fed, and you have to figure out where these people are going to sleep, and you have to make sure they get sleep, and they have to have water, and you're just like trying to help everybody survive. You probably have someone walking around naked. You probably have someone that's going to throw food at some point, like old girl. Like, that's just how it is, but we have little things along the way that are like the things that saved us.
Yes.
And I wondered for you, like, what are the things that are saving you right now? Like, obviously our caveat is Jesus, but like on a lighter note, what are the things that like in your life are saving you? Like, obviously Spark. For me, can I tell you something that's saving my life?
Ready.
I am all into charging bricks.
That you carry with you?
We've got 7 of them. Portable charging bricks.
Portable.
All of the ones we had were like dark gray or black, and the kids, I'm like, where are these?
Yes.
So I got a white one. It's the only white one, and it has my initials on it.
Yes.
So it is my charging brick.
Okay.
Because I do social media work for my job, and I'm, when you're scrolling and stuff like that on all of those things, it eats up your battery. So the charging bricks have saved my life.
Okay, I like that.
What's the thing that's saving you?
I love Life 360.
Okay.
Because I don't even know if I set it up or somebody set it up for me, but every time somebody gets somewhere, I know.
Yeah.
Like Abby left home. Jake, 10% battery. I mean, it tells me all these things that
you get all of those?
All the alerts. I love it.
And you like all of those alerts?
Oh, I do. I know the little sound too.
Yeah.
Now when it comes through, I'll be like, oh, I know what that is. Life 360.
Yeah. Well, and you can also, I've screenshotted before when I was checking on my son and he was going very over the speed limit.
Oh, Jake has a little race car by his
name.
The
race car.
All the time.
The race car. And you're like, excuse me, Padna.
Yes. All the time.
Yeah. Okay. I would say the other thing is I finally invested in a bionic curling iron.
What is that?
Okay. It's the long rod. Is that what you call the thing? The top has a plasticky holdy.
Okay, that you can hold.
So you can spiral up. And my girl's been teaching me how to do the like, take it out, curl it, take it out, curl it, flink it down.
Yes.
You have to watch this.
What does bionic mean though? Is that special?
It's just the brand, I guess.
Oh, okay.
But it's the extra long wand. Isn't that what we call it?
Yeah, I think it's called a wand.
The extra long wand. It's so easy to work with. It has changed the game for me. I used to be like a beach waver girl, which I do like, but it was too big, fat.
Yes. So we're going smaller curls.
Going smaller, less amount of hair, less amount of time on the wand.
I love that. Yeah, that's super fun.
We're still working it out.
Yes.
What else for you?
I just had it and it left me. What is the other thing I love? Oh, grocery delivery.
Okay.
I'm a huge deliver my grocery girl.
Yeah.
I always have to go back to the store for the few things that I forgot. I mean, my bad. That's actually, I mean, it feels like me, very on brand. But for the things that I know I need, I like the delivery. Yes. I can't get it together, y'all. This is really the best that I've got. People might think I'm not trying, but I am really trying. Really.
When I tell you the amount of times though that I'm like, I am making something for dinner that night. I'm like, I forgot a few things. And then
Yes.
so I do the Walmart delivery. So I have to make sure I get to $30. And then for sure I need the express. So I'm paying the $10 for that. You never pay the express?
Never. Guys, I don't even know this person next to me. We do not pay. We use coupons and we get it next day if needed, but we do not pay.
Next day is crazy.
Listen, we're just going to go out to eat tonight if we don't have it, okay?
Okay, what app are you using for delivery?
Kroger. I do Kroger.
Okay, you're a Kroger girly. Okay, listen. So we do Walmart, and some people are gonna be like, that wouldn't work for my family. That's fine. Just give your children some boundaries. But my two big kids, the teenagers, have access, and my husband has access to the Walmart app.
Yeah.
So they can add things to cart so that when I do place the grocery delivery, it's all there. So, like, for example, for back to school, I looked at Lydia and I said, here's your list of things you need. Go into the Walmart app.
You don't want to take her to the
Get out of
store?
here. We're past that. We have
To go look at all the fun colors?
We are past it. We are past it.
I would never give my kids access to the Walmart app
See?
to add things.
But you just give them kids some boundaries, Rebecca.
No, I just need to be in charge of that. You just text me what you think you need. I'll decide if you actually need it.
But what would happen is they'd be like, Mom, I need more deodorant, or Mom, we're out of shampoo, or Mom, I need toothpaste, or Mom, I need this for school, or Mom, I need that for school. And so now I just say, go put it in the app. You know, like, you're out of body wash, go put it in the app. You're out of, so it's never anything crazy. They haven't ever put anything crazy. But I just feel like it helps us. And then, like, too, like, if I'm in the kitchen and I use the last piece of the foil, I just go ahead and go put it in my Walmart app immediately.
Yeah, I'm not that. No, I'm going to wait 4 days.
So
and
it's building my list, you know, so I don't forget.
I'm not building anything. It's just whatever I think of at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. Another thing that's saving me. Have you seen all this? Is it Biomedica or Biomedic, or what's the brand called? Biomed.
All the skincare? Korean skincare?
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay. Is that it's such a weird, it's PDRN or whatever. What's the stuff?
Yes, PDRN. I don't know what it means.
But what's the exfoliating one I got for my birthday?
Oh.
But it's the same brand, right?
I think it's all part of that same brand.
Okay.
Yes. No, I love it.
Okay, so they have these pore refining pads. I have the biggest pores ever known to man. I don't know why God made me that way. Caroline, when she was little, she was like, why do you have all these holes on your face? I'm like, girl, talk to God about it.
No, you're getting them too one day, Caroline.
Yeah. I guess, do our pores get bigger as we get older? Why?
I don't think so. I don't use the pore refining pads. Do you love them? The Medicube pads?
Yeah.
Oh, I buy those for my kids. I've never used them on me.
What do you mean? You buy them for your kids, but not yourself?
But not myself. I didn't know I needed it too. Okay.
Those pads, I just love them. And they're pore minimizing, but they also have like other good things in them.
Yeah.
And after I swipe it, you can't use it every day. I don't know. It's got too much stuff in it. All the acids, you know what I mean? You got to be easy on the acids. But I put it on, and then my sweet little Lydia gave me this, the girlies have their favorite brands.
Yes.
So she gave me a little toner, this little rose water toner I put on. That's making me feel very
I love that.
saved. Yes.
I think there's too many options. Like,
there's a lot of options.
There's 14 different cleansers you can choose from. On my wilderness island, my box is going to drop just the 3 things I need because I don't like having.
What are your
choices.
3 things?
Well, I don't know. Somebody needs to tell me. Yeah. It's too many choices for me. So I need somebody else to decide what are those 3 things and just give them to me.
Okay, but I have decided I used to pay a lot of money. I used to do Revision skincare, like, face wash, which is pricey. And then I switched to CeraVe. So now I just use.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, which is great. I really don't find that there's any difference. I'd rather not pay as much money for my face wash and use more on my other stuff.
Yes.
Okay,
well, you can pick my 3 items from my box that you dropped me.
Okay, great. For thinking about though the things that have saved us in motherhood, like on the real, like if we were to talk about like real actual things where you're looking back and you're like, if I had not had that, I would not have made it through motherhood. I want you to think about those things. Did you know I texted you this?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Did you reply?
No.
Great. Just
I read it.
okay. Just evidence for. I need you to turn on red receipts for me so I know you've at
Do I
least.
not have them on?
I don't think
Oh,
so. I
good. It
don't
makes
know.
it a mystery. I love it.
Okay, I'll let you think because you clearly need a second if you're watching this. I had a chance to think about this, and I really think I thought through like what are like I thought of 4 things.
Oh gosh, we're going 4. Okay.
I thought of 4
Yes,
things.
ready. Yes. Okay.
I think honestly the number one is counseling
Okay. Yes.
because there were things I needed to work through. There are still things I need to work through, but I think like especially as a young mom, like if I had not gone to counseling, it helped just pry open some stuff that would have I don't know, I would have had all this anxiety all through
Yeah.
my motherhood and
Yeah.
depression and stuff. I was just journaling the other day, and I journal pretty regularly, and I was sitting there in front of my journal, and I felt the Lord just remind me. It was like he opened up my past journals from like young motherhood, late 20s, early 30s, and every day was filled. There was so much angst. I had just so much anxiety. I had all these swirling thoughts about what people were thinking of me and how I was going to get everything done. And I was sitting with the Lord and I was just journaling and I was like, I have not thought that way, had to deal with that thing that at that level in years,
That's awesome.
which is amazing.
Yeah.
And I think I just want to tell another mom that like to give you hope of like,
Yeah.
if every day you're like, okay, I'm feeling anxious again today, this is what I'm working through, just please know there is hope. If you will just keep pressing in, just keep
Mhm.
letting the Lord do that work in you, like he will do it.
Agreed. That's good.
Yeah. I just feel like counseling helped me talk through things, because I think a lot of times we like count on our husbands or even our mom friends to be that for us, and they're fine for that. But there's like a certain level. If you want to get another level of help and like really do the work, there needs to be probably a professional involved.
I agree. I was going to say my husband. So you said counseling. I was going to say my spouse.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I think he's really helped me
Yeah.
in my motherhood journey.
Yeah.
Because we're very different people with how we look at life. So he's really helped me have other perspectives that I didn't have in the beginning.
Because he's more of the go with the flow, like more big deals are rare or
Yeah, big deals are rare, but I think the way he parented our kids was more relaxed.
okay.
He didn't get so worked up over
Yeah.
medical issues or things like that. And so it would drive me crazy at first because moms, when people don't respond the way you think that they're supposed to,
Uh-huh.
instead of like filling the void with trust, you get angry. You're like, how dare you not respond like I want you to?
Uh-huh.
And now farther down the road, I look back and go, man, I'm so glad he didn't respond like I wanted him to.
Yeah.
Because it actually created more of a safe space.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really good. I would say walking. I think that was hard to do when the kids were little. And, it is so hard. Like you have these good intentions of going on a walk. When they're in a stroller, it's decent, except they're throwing things out of the stroller. You're picking up the passy 5 times and you know, they get cranky. And I forever see moms in our neighborhood like holding a baby and pushing a stroller, because they've just
Yes.
given up on the stroller. So it was hard early. But I think once my kids got grade school age and I was able to walk, like that has just helped so much. I think the walking journaling stuff
Mm-hmm.
where I'm just processing and I have time to just like be present with the Lord and work through things has helped me tremendously because my own thoughts to myself and the way I talk to myself have historically not been great. So if I can, speak with a counselor to help me work through those things, if I can talk to the Lord, if I can be walking or journaling, oh my goodness, saved me.
That's good. Mine would be Bible study because I still remember the first Bible study I did early in motherhood. And I'm not consistent in the sense that I'm doing one every day. So that was never my story. But every few months, when I would feel the pressing of the Spirit again and I would get back into Bible study and do, usually they're shorter studies, like 4 weeks. I have a bookshelf full of all the Bible studies I've done. And I love the fact that I've just been in the Word. I'm
Yeah.
not saying I remember everything,
Sure.
but my kids have seen me at the kitchen table
Yeah.
doing Bible study.
Yeah. I love that those Bible studies are almost like memorial stones
Yes.
of like God did this thing in my
Yes.
life through that time.
Always write the date. Whatever you do, always write the date down. And if God brings to mind something specific, write it down because it's really cool to go back and look
Yeah,
at those.
great. You remember the first Bible study? You remember what it was?
Vicky Courtney.
Nice.
Proverbs 31 woman. It was years ago.
Wow.
Just like a little spiral. But it was wonderful. I would eat a Pop-Tart and I would do my Bible study.
Cute, a Pop-Tart.
I can't have this anymore.
I know. What flavor was your
strawberry?
Oh, strawberry. With the frosting?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
I don't even know why you would do it without. Rude. No.
I think the other thing for me is laughter. And I think that's one of the reasons probably why we prioritize that on the podcast. I think when Rebecca and I were considering like what do we want this podcast to be about, I just feel like it's one of the underrated like necessities of motherhood is to laugh. Like I think about my mom was a nurse, an RN, and she saw the craziest stuff, you know, at the hospital working and stuff. But she wouldn't come home and tell horror stories. What she came home with was telling us what they laughed about, the funny things that happened, these things that they bonded over where they were like, wasn't that so crazy?
Yes.
you know? And I just think for us to be able to laugh, you know, it's like just the complete, and I think because you're looking at it through a different lens of like, that's hilarious. That's crazy and hilarious that this just happened.
Yes.
You know, because you walk into the kitchen and the kids have taken flour and opened a full bag of flour, right? And it's everywhere. And that flour is going to be there for the next 25 years. Like there's no way you're getting that out of every nook and cranny. But you have the chance to either in that moment be angry, you know, which for sure, like there's a bunch of work ahead of you. Like that's going to be irritating, or you can laugh.
Yes.
And so just being able to laugh about the craziness of things, you know, yeah, I remember, you know, when the girls had the worms and, you know, being able to laugh about that later and what a hard time that was. My son getting into various accidents and just being able to laugh, like him the first time he got a flat tire and he sent me a picture. He was like, "Mom, I just got a flat tire." Actually, he FaceTimed me. He was on the side of the road. He goes, "I got a flat tire." I'm like, "Okay, you know, show me what I'm looking at." He turns that camera around. When I tell y'all, was not a flat tire. There were just ribbons of tire left hanging on the.
He'd been driving on it for a while. Like, how long, son? How long?
But by the grace of God, I just laughed. Like I just was like, "What do you mean that is not flat? That is
It's not even a tire. I don't know what that is. Is that a ribbon? Did she get a ribbon to wrap around her?
like how did you even do? How are you alive? How did you even do that? You know?" So I just think laughter has been a thing that has saved me. It has put more lines on my face, but those are a memorial stone too of just the goodness of God that we have been able to laugh all these years.
And I think too, the more that you interact with people, the more you see how people don't laugh. You know, there's just not a joy in them when they talk about life or motherhood or work or anything.
Yeah.
Like people that laugh and have joy stand out completely.
Yeah.
And your kids will remember that about you 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope so. I think the other thing really and truly is that has saved me is the mom community. I think being in it with other moms and having them there to watch my back, to help talk me off a cliff, to help me normalize things that are really hard where I feel alone. You know, I think just this being in it together has changed everything. And you know, when we think about like Survivor and the wilderness concept, you know, the people that make it on Survivor always have what?
Each other.
They have an alliance.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Like, and that was something that was formed on the very first Survivor.
Yes.
Was this concept. Like, I don't think the creators of Survivor had no idea that people were going to, that this would become a major theme of like, to survive, you have to have an alliance and it matters who you form an alliance with.
Yes.
Right?
And then how you backstab them. I'm just kidding. That's not our message.
Well, but then like, you know, if the alliance goes sideways, like what do you do? And what if somebody isn't faithful to an alliance? What do you feel like an alliance means?
So it's interesting you say that because one of the ways that the alliance changes is when people go through difficult things. Number one, if it's a bad challenge and you get stuck, maybe you're the one that's struggling the most and they have to kind of get you out of the mud pit, so to say.
Uh-huh.
Or they would send people off sometimes to do these extra hard things by themselves and they would be put with new people. But the suffering together bonded them.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was the idea that like we can struggle together and
Yeah.
it makes us stronger.
No, for sure. There's like this trauma bonding,
Yes.
and I really think that's part of motherhood because you're
Yes.
like, we're in this together. Yeah, you're up at 2 a.m. Text me because I'm going to be up too. Or, you're dropping your kid at middle school. Are we still doing Lululemon for lunch bags? Like
Yes.
just sometimes it's big things, sometimes it's little things, but there's just this idea of like needing to be there for each other. I will never forget the women who walked in the hospital room after I'd given birth to each of my kids. I will never forget the people that showed up with meals. I will never forget the people that helped cart my kids around so that, because I was home with a newborn. The girls that threw me showers,
Yes.
the Hail Mary text where you're like, I'm struggling. And have you seen the reels where it's like you're in your own breakdown, but your mom friend texts and she's struggling, and so you're like, okay, everything's fine, because you stop having your own pity party because you know that you need to help her.
Yes.
And there is just this idea of like when we're in it together, it changes everything. And so this season on the podcast, we are bringing in moms to this community that are going to share with us the things that have saved them and kind of the tips and the tricks of what it looked like to get through some hard things. So we have a mom that's going to come on that's going to talk about discipline, godly discipline. She's a grandparent now, and so she has so much wisdom to offer and what grandparenting looks like. We have a mom that really struggled with anger, but now coaches moms with anger problems to help. We have a mom that's going to come and talk about like how we navigate culture with our kids. We have a mom that's going to talk about the mental load, a frequently used phrase now in our society, but like nobody really knows what to do about it. She has actual help for us. But the guest for our next episode is going to talk to us about a concept that she has actually written a whole book about that says that hard is not the same thing as bad. And I think when we think about that, motherhood being a wilderness, I think you can think, oh, that's so hard.
Yes.
Like, yes, motherhood is a wilderness. We're all just out here trying to survive, and you can have that mindset. But I think I would just flip that on its head to say, hard is not the same thing as bad. Like the greatest things in my life that I have ever accomplished were hard.
Yes.
But I'm so thankful that because it was hard, that didn't mean I didn't do it. Like I remember I did this. I actually did something called Wilderness with Young Life after I graduated high school, and we summited the Continental Divide in Colorado, and it was so hard. We had on, like you hiked with your pack on. So we have these 50-pound packs on.
50 pounds.
Yes. And you've been hiking for days, and you're going up to summit. We basically used the where the water would run down from the snow at the top of the mountain. It creates these kind of, it was maybe like a 1.5 foot deep kind of little trench.
And you walked in the trench?
And you would walk 1 foot in front of the other, and it got deeper toward the top, and there was a point where you could put your hands on the side of it kind of as you went up, and it was so hard. And to get to the very top, you had to drop your pack because once you got up there, the wind was so strong. If you had a pack on, it would have knocked you over.
Way.
But when I tell you, absolutely worth it.
Yeah.
To stand up there and to be able to see what I got to see, was absolutely worth it. And it's because of hard that I delivered 3 kids.
Yep.
But I'll never like my first, I was delivering Caleb, and I started to push, and it hurt so bad. It was so hard. And I looked at Jeremy and I was like, I don't think I can do this. And my poor husband looked at the nurse.
What do we do now?
She's like, girl, you don't have a choice. Like, but I mean, it was hard, but oh, it was so good and so worth it. Like I would never trade that hard
Right.
for something easier, because it's on the other side of hard that there is so much good. And we have to get it out of our minds. We've just created such comfortable lives where everything is easy. We get everything exactly what we want. I pay the $10 for the express delivery, that we just have got it in our minds that when we have to do something hard, when it requires sweat and grit and maybe a long time, that means it's not worth it. And it's so worth it. And I think when we think about our children, it is so worth it for us to put in the time, to put in the effort, to be intentional, to think strategically about how we want to raise our children, to pray for them and share scripture with them. Like, it is worth it. Um, I think about Hebrews 12 and when I think about this season. And it's interesting to me that it keeps coming to mind because you shared this scripture at our last Gather Moms event. And what you shared, I know you don't remember and it's fine. I'm going to remind you what you talked about. You shared this scripture, and I think it has really helped me frame out motherhood in the last couple of years because it talks about Jesus, but this is what it says in Hebrews 12. It says, therefore, since we also have such a large cloud of witnesses surrounding us, which I think about the moms around us.
Agreed.
It says, let us lay aside every hindrance and the sin that so easily ensnares us. Let us run with endurance the race that lies before us, keeping our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of our faith. For the joy that lay before him, he endured the cross, despising the shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. For consider him who endured such hostility from sinners against himself, so that you won't grow weary and give up. And man, if I want my motherhood to look like anything,
Mm-hmm.
it's Hebrews 12.
Yes.
That I would remember this cloud of witnesses, these mothers that have gone before me, these moms that are in it with me, so that I would lay aside the distractions, the time on my phone, the shopping, the, whatever it is. I would lay aside the distractions, the things that want to get my eyes off the cross and fix my eyes on Jesus and run with endurance before to the cross. And then thinking about him, you know, the being hard is not the same thing as bad. What if he had looked at the cross and said, it's too hard? It's too hard. I'm not willing to do that hard thing for these people. Our lives would be forever changed. But because he decided hard is not the same thing as bad, I am willing to go and endure the cross. And not only did he endure it, but it says here, it says, for the joy set before him. And I feel like that's the opportunity we have.
Yes.
Is to not grow weary and lose heart, but instead to embrace this motherhood wilderness with joy.
Well, and joy is something that you have to choose sometimes. It's not, I think we're raised to believe that joy happens when you get a gift or when you get to do something fun. And so many times, joy is a choice you make in the middle of a not good circumstance.
Yeah.
Where you decide that it's more beneficial for you and those people around you to just be joyful, that you have breath in your lungs and that God's given you these babies and that you have another opportunity to wake up tomorrow and do it again instead of just sitting in the midst of the yuck. And there's a time and a place to be in the pit and to be sad and to say, this is really hard and it's not comfortable and I don't like it. And then there's a time to get up and say, but regardless of that, if Jesus can do it, I can do it too.
Absolutely. And the promise, Galatians 5 tells us that joy is the fruit of the Spirit. And so if you are a believer and you have the Holy Spirit inside of you, joy isn't something you have to muster up. It is something you can ask God to help produce in your life. So I just think as we frame out this season where we're talking about, being in the wilderness of motherhood and the things that have saved us, that we would go forward in these next 10 or 12 weeks. I can't remember how many episodes we have. We have so many good ones. But that we would have that mindset as we move forward, that for the joy set before us, that we would go into motherhood and that we would remember the cloud of witnesses that we are surrounded by, that we would shed anything that would be holding us back. You're going to hear from some amazing women. Some of the women you're going to hear from are church planter wives. So I don't know if you all know this, but I get to also work with a church planting network called Strategic Launch Network. And we help start churches in the hardest to reach cities in North America. And through that, I have gotten to meet so many incredible women. So these church planters and their wives that are going into these cities, like they're not just going into like rural Mississippi to start a church, which is hard hard on its own. But they're going into places that are actually like antagonistic to the gospel.
Yes.
They're going to Seattle, they're going to New York City, they're going to Los Angeles, they're going to the places where people believe churches go to die. And so I have the access to these leaders that are doing these incredibly hard things, which again, they would say they're so thankful that they get to be part of this very hard thing because it's so worth it. And so you're going to get to hear from some of them too. So you're going to hear this church planter say, "Oh, I'm up in Maine, or I'm in Los Angeles, or I'm in New York City." That's because they're incredible women that I knew that it would be so good to be able to hear from them. The other thing I want to make sure you know about is that we are starting our September school prayers, and that starts on September 1st on Tuesday. It is not too late to join, so make sure you go over to gathermoms.com. You can find our Patreon link there, or you can download the Patreon app, search for Gather Moms. Support us at any level, and you will get access to the prayers. We have daily prayers for you to help set your kids up for a great school year.
And remember that this is creating a habit, not only in you, but your kids, that before you start thinking about all the, perfectly cut sandwiches or all the little cute lunchbox notes, that you're going to the feet of Jesus to say, more than anything for our kids this year, we want them to be covered by the Holy Spirit. We want them to have a work done in their heart that makes them not just like smarter kids that get an A, but better people that love others well. And so, moms, we would love for you to join us as we pray for our kids.
Absolutely. Okay, moms, we love you. This is going to be a great season. Make sure to share this episode and future episodes with moms that you know would be blessed by it. It would mean so much to us. We'll see you soon.